Hello guys, kung bago ka pa lang sa aking channel, please like, subscribe at comment na rin kung nagustuhan mo ang aking video. Today pag-uusapan natin yung Inquires, Investigation, and Immersion sa senior high school, particularly sa grade 12. Quarter 1, Module 1, or didiscuss natin to sa week 1. Brainstorming for research topics. So let's start. Module, you're expected to discuss among the learners the different issues and ideas in their respective fields. Appreciate the importance of brainstorming to come up with the best issue to cater to, and the learners prepares to plan a research agenda in preparing. The learners prepares to plan a research agenda in preparation for possible issues or topics of a research study. So, unlocking keywords, we have inquiry or inquiry, its meaning, investigation, immersion, research study, and concept. Next, nature of inquiry for the lesson 1. Write your own ideas on the importance of research based in your knowledge and experiences. Copy the graphic organizers and write your answer. So, importance of research in daily life. So, in this case, you will put your answer. It could be innovation in particular fields. Innovation in medicine, agriculture, engineering, and even in business. Next, kaya meron tayong research because nagbibigay ito ng kasagutan systematically, okay, sa particular problem. Kaya nga, pag pumili ka ng problema sa field mo, is masasagot mo to through academic study. At yun nga yung research. And data-driven and research-based information is very important in our society. Even president, kings, at mahahalagang tao sa lipunan is maniniwala kapag dumaan na ito sa proseso ng research. Next, qualitative research and quantitative research. Pag-uusapan din natin ito because ang III, combination of the two researches. Mamimili ka kung ano ang tatapusin mo doon sa dalawa. Completion, okay, and culminating activities of research. What is qualitative research? It involves process and feelings and motives. That's why and how produce an in-depth holistic idea. So, makikita natin dito na kasama yung nararamdaman. Pag sa quantitative research naman, it characterizes trends and patterns. Next, usually concerned with generating hypothesis from data rather than testing a hypothesis. So, dito, ang nag-generate sila, anong ba yung mga palagay na kasagutan? Hindi sila sinusubok. Usually starts with neither a theory nor hypothesis about the relationship between two or more variables. Uses either unstructured or semi-structured instrument. Sa quantitative naman, uses structured research instrument like questionnaire or schedules. So, pag unstructured kasi, semi-structured, yung mga open-ended questions, yung mga katanungan na kung saan sinasagot ng interview. Uses small sample size chosen purposely. So, kung phenomenology yan, kahit 5 sa i-interviewin mo na merong phenomenon sila na pinagkakasunduan or nangyayari sa kanila. Use large sample size that are representatives of the population. Kapag quantitative kasi, number and data yan, pinapakita dito na kahit yung sample of the population, kung 10,000, thousands pa yan. Uses small sample sizes chosen purposely. Has high validity. Has high output replicability. Dito naman, yung output nun, pwede mo pang i-replicate or gamitin sa ibang mga respondents. Okay po. Used to gain greater understanding of individual differences in terms of feelings, motives, and experiences. Kasi kausap mo mismo yung tao eh. At you can immerse yourself, especially kung ethnography yan, na mas nararamdaman mo. used to gain greater understanding of groups' similarities. In this case naman, kasi quantitative to, pinagko-compare mo yung mga statistics based kung nagkapareho ba sila sa punto na yon. So para sa madaling salita, quali and quanti, dito may interview, dito is more on statistics. Okay? Uses more flexible processes. So, flexible processes talaga dito. Yung kabila kasi structured. Kasi pag in-interview mo nga naman, you can what? The conversation goes. Yung sa structured kasi, may mga chinechikan sila dun. Okay po tayo. Methods include field research, case study, and secondary analysis. Di ba yung field research? So, case study, alamin mo ano nga ba ang kalagayan through interview. Yung isa naman, yung quantitative research, methods include census, survey, experiment, and secondary analysis. So, sa madaling salita, papasurvey ka, mag-experiment ka, sulat mo yung data. Okay po tayo. An inquiry is a method that has the aim of expanding knowledge, undertaking doubt, or solving problem. The reason why, para masagot yung problema natin, na meron tayong pagtatanong, okay, academic questioning, inquiry or inquiry, preparing for research. Number 1, lumalabas dito is focus. Pag sinabing focus, an ill-structured problem demand consideration of diverse perspective. Diverse perspective, bakit? Ano ba ang field mo? Okay, so focus ka doon. Example, sa ABM or Accountancy and Business Management. Okay, decide on a topic kung young entrepreneur ba yung topic na gusto nyong pag-usapan. Or satisfaction ng mga customer. Understanding the problem. O tingnan natin, ano kaya ang problem or struggles or challenges ng mga young entrepreneur? Or ano naman ang satisfaction masasabi natin dun sa mga taong bumibili sa ganitong produkto or ganitong restaurant? Design on the problem. This is the final stage done to address problems which manageable scale and extend their learning pathways. Bakit? Kapag nakapag-formulate ka dyan ng problem na re-resolvehin, kailangan, syempre, by putting that problem, susunod na dun yung mga questions na sasagot dun sa problema. Okay? The reason why magkakaroon po tayo ng academic study o systematic answering through research. Hindi lang po ito basta masasagot mo, kundi dadaan ito sa proseso. Next. Brainstorming is a way of inquiring ideas that will help you to develop concept and focusing techniques by asking questions and how the interest of the person involved in the said issues. Following are the things that may be considered before starting the research activity. Number 1, a problem that is most interesting to you, especially to your field. 1. Existing problems in the class, school, campus, which one may want to solve. Existing needs of the community or society, area of interest, specialization or event from related fields, prevailing theories and philosophy. Criteria in choosing a research topic. It should be something new or different from what has already been written about. It must be original. It should be significant to the field of study or discipline. It must necessarily arouse intellectual curiosity. It should be of research interest. It should be a modest one of the beginner for the beginner to be. It should be a modest one for a beginner to be carried out within a limited period of time. It should be clear, not ambiguous. It should be specific, not general. It should be considered the training and personal qualification of the researcher. It should be considered the validity of the data involved in the study and the methods and techniques being employed in gathering them. It should be considered the availability of the effective instrument for gathering the data and their treatment. It should be considered the financial capacity of the researcher to support the project. It should be considered the time factor involved in the undertaking. It should be considered the time factor involved in the undertaking. Example of possible basis of issues applicable for senior high school learners. These are useful in crafting a research agenda that will lead in the writing of the title and research problem. So as we can see, meron tayong community waste problem. Ano ang dahilan or causes? Improper waste disposal. Effects: widespread waste disposal and health problem. Intervention: projects, programs, clean and green projects, health and sanitation programs. Topic issue: availability of tools and equipment in TVL and SMAU or well-being. Subtopics: list of equipment in laboratory, causes, large number of enrollees, areas for laboratory work. Effects: 50% of passing rate, dropout, absenteeism. Observe the given example as a guide about the mentioned concern in your research agenda. So, academic track, ang topic po is community waste problem. Type of research, qualitative research. Methodology, interview and survey questionnaire. Importance, provide awareness and information about clean and green project and health sanitation program. Research agenda, TVL track. Topic, level of effectivity of TVL SMAU offering. Types of research. Methodology, interview and survey questionnaire. Importance, provide data as a basis for the improvement and enhancement of the TVL SMAU offering. What's more, in this case, we have an activity. Okay, problem issue, failed grades. Ano ang epekto at ano naman ang causes? So, what I have learned, based on the lesson, I have realized that, i-discuss nyo ngayon yung halagahan ng brainstorming sa pag-aaral ng research at pag-formulate ng title or ng problem na need na resolbahin. This one is also an activity gaya ng research agenda kanina. Choose a topic accordingly to your academic choice. Determine the types as to quali or quanti ba yung research. Kasi dumaan na kayo sa PR1 saka sa PR2, di ba? So, next, identify the methodology. Anong gagamitin nyo? Phenomenology ba to o descriptive correlation? State the importance of your research agenda in the community or society. Ito po yung sasagutin nyo, gaya ng sample natin kanina. After that lesson, meron tayong assessment. Ayan, magbe-base na lang din tayo, syempre, dun sa mga sagot na nasa teacher natin because of also sa mga sample na diniscuss sa PR1 sa PR2. If you wanna add additional activity, yung mga issues gaya ng business promotions, COVID-19, relationship between nutrition and family health, experiences of depression among the youth today, attitudes of the youth in the community. So that's all for now. I hope that you learned something from me. Hello guys, kung bago ka pa lang sa aking channel, please like, subscribe at comment na rin kung nagustuhan mo ang aking video. Today, pag-uusapan natin yung Inquires, Investigation, and Immersion Week 3 and Week 4. Dito, yung identifying the problems and asking the question. Kung mapapansin natin sa curriculum guide natin, nandoon na yung kabuuan ng Chapter 1. That's the reason, do sa lesson na to, natin yung mga napag-aralan nyo sa PR1 saka sa PR2. Yung content or structures ng Chapter 1. Separate videos tayo about sa Chapter 1, pero didiscuss natin dito yung definition, pati yung sample. Tingnan natin. First, we want to acknowledge yung references or yung mga tao sa likod ng module na to. After this module, you are expected to identify the following parts of research paper. Nandyan yung background of the study, statement of the problem, research hypothesis kung quantitative research, significance of the study, scope and delimitation, conceptual framework and definition of terms. Describe the importance of each part of the research paper and formulate clearly the statement of the problem. Kasi mahalaga ang statement of the problem. Ito kasi yung sasagot mismo doon sa study natin. Title, statement of the problem, research question, and then questionnaires tayo, and then sa conclusion natin kung ano ba yung naging resulta ng pag-aaral natin. Meron tayong mga primary activities. Alamin muna natin kung ano ba ang kahulugan ng bawat words na related doon sa pag-aaralan natin. Like this. Sa choices, nandiyan ang introduction, scope and delimitation, statement of the problem, definition of terms, conceptual framework, hypothesis, significance of the study. Yan. Kasi lahat po ito is nasa chapter 1. Napag-aralan nyo na yan sa PR1 saka sa PR2. Lesson 1, identifying the problem and asking questions. Tingnan natin. Sa unang activity natin, meron tayong local issues, national issues, international issues. One of the purposes of research is to address the pressing issues in the society. As a student who is a keen observer and is aware of the local, national, or international affairs, list down 3 crucial concerns and propose a solution for each. Write your answer in your notebook. So, problem tapos yung proposed solution. Dito, meron pinakita na problem 1, yung use cooking oil as a substitute for diesel. Siguro meron ng pag-aaral tungkol dito. Ayan. Alamin natin ano nga ba ang background of the study. Sabi dito, background of the study is an explanation of the context of the study which involves the current data or status of the problem, existing studies about it and its history that paves the way to the development of the research problem. Take into consideration the following guidelines. It should clearly state the reason of conducting the study. It should move from broad to specific. It should state the current condition of the research problem. Makikita natin, prior to writing and reading various literature and studies, making an outline is a helpful tip to facilitate the process. Here is an example of an outline of the background of the study. Makikita natin dito yung general part, reading skills, and its importance. Pangalawa, condition that is directly related to the topic. Poor reading skills. Next, identify the factors. Factors affecting poor reading skills in general. Next naman natin yung state the current condition. Schools Philippine Informal Reading Inventory or yung PhilIRI. Standard ito para matest yung skills ng estudyante dito sa Pilipinas sa pagbabasa. Reason of the researcher, why are they conducting the research? Meron po tayong separate video kung paano po gumawa ng background of the study. So, ipapakita ko na lang po yung sample na ibinigay ng module at naka-bracket or naka-highlight na rin po doon yung pinakita nating outline sa taas kanina. Ayan po. Next naman natin, statement of the problem has 2 parts. So, ano nga ba ang statement of the problem? Aside from being a tool in solving dilemmas in the society, another purpose of research is to guide people toward a better understanding of the phenomena, human behavior, human interaction, and other events in daily life. So, tingnan natin ano nga ba ang meron sa statement of the problem. Number 1, general statement of the problem or yung objective. Number 2, specific research questions. So, lagi silang magkasama. I-state mo muna yung problema and then meron siyang kasunod na mga tanong. How lines in formulating specific question or sub-questions. Begin the research question with the what or how explanation of the research design. Yan po kapag quali. Kasi sa phenomenological study or qualitative research, kasama po yung phenomenology doon, yung mga what or how question. Kasi mag-explain yan eh. Why implies an explanation of an occurrence and suggests a cause and effect type of thinking. Pwede rin naman yan sa quantitative research. Focus in a single phenomenon or concept. Qualitative research use exploratory and non-directional verb. Number 3, focus on a single phenomenon or concept. Number 4, Qualitative research uses exploratory and non-directional verb. The study will discover grounded theory. Seek to understand, ethnography naman po yun. Explore the process, case study naman po yun. Describe the experiences, phenomenology. Report the stories, narrative naman. Marami pong klase ng mga research na align sa quali or sa quantitative research. Ulitin ko po, sa qualitative, nandiyan yung phenomenology, case study, narrative, ethnography, narrative. Sa ER2 naman, quantitative research, nandiyan yung correlation, descriptive, experimental, causal, comparative analysis, etc. Next, quantitative research use directional verbs such as affect, influence, impact, cause, relation, relate, and determine. So sa mga title, pag may mga nakita kayo ng ganito, most probably or possibility, quantitative research po yan. Expect research questions to evolve and change during the study in a manner consistent with the assumption of the emerging design. Sa pagpo-formulate po kasi ng tanong, pwede po yung mabago eh. Kasi ang research po is a process. So, continuong process po kasi ang research. Use open-ended question without reference to the literature or theory unless otherwise indicated by the qualitative strategy or inquiry. Kapag open-ended question kasi ginagamit yan sa qualitative research, unstructured or semi-structured. Kasi sa qualitative, interview kasi yan. Participants. Next, specify the participants and the research site of the study if the information is not yet given. Mahalaga po na malaman po yung site ng participant of the study para po yung pag-aaralan natin yan sa scope and delimitation mamaya. Example of research questions. Perpetuity of family-owned business in the Philippines, a causal model. This study seeks answer to the following questions. What external factor in the enabling environment influenced the family business? Yan, makikita natin dyan. What internal factors in the enabling environment influence the family business perpetuity in terms of succession, planning, family, stability, stewardship? Dapat naka-align din po ito dun sa survey questionnaires po natin na gagawin. Kaya meron pong nag-a-adapt ng question or yung nag-download, nagpapaalam sa proponent nun para hindi na po tayo mahirapan na gumawa po ng tanong. Okay po. What causal model best explain the perpetuity of the family-owned business using the internal and external factors? Yan, may sources sila. Kasi mas maganda po na meron na po tayong sources sa mga paggawa ng tanong natin kasi yan yung magpapatibay dun sa study natin. Ayan, no? Unpublished doctorate dissertation. Na, letter C naman, hypothesis. Kanina, sabi natin, ito ay ginagamit sa quantitative research, particularly sa correlation. Kasi, kung ang mga tanong natin is, what is the significant relationship between two variables? Example, alamin natin kung meron bang relationship yung dalawa. Okay? Hypothesis is a preconceived idea assumed to be true and is attested for its truth or falsity. Meron tayong null, meron tayong alternative. Okay? Later malalaman natin yan. Ano ba sa Tagalog ang hypothesis? Di ba ito ay palagay? Pero ito ay kailangan testingin. Okay? Di ko na binasa lahat. Example of null hypothesis, there is no significant differences between the reading comprehension skills of the control group and the experimental group. Example of alternative hypothesis, there is a significant difference between the reading comprehension skills of the control group and the experimental group. Papansin nyo dito sa null na meron no significant difference, dito naman there's a significant difference. Yan. Next tayo, the significance of the study. Sino yung makikinabang, sino magbe-benefit sa study mo? Okay po, pinpoint the benefits certain groups of the people will gain from the findings. Example of the significance of the study, meron din po tayong separate videos po niyan para maisa-isa po natin ano ba ang nakapaloob sa chapter 1, particularly sa significance of the study. Title of the study, Effect of Verbal Bullying to the Academic Performance of Grade 9 Students in Jose C. Payumo Jr. Memorial High School. Significance of the study, makikita natin dyan, kanino siya mahalaga, baba tayo. To the school administrators, di ko na lalahatin ha, basahin na lang natin. To the teachers, to the parents, to the future researchers. Huwag natin kakalimutan yung future researchers. Sources, nakalagay na po dyan. Scope and delimitation of the study. Dito naman, ano yung parameter o nasasakupan nung study mo? Para pag nagtanong ang panelist, doon ka lang magbabatay doon sa lugar mo. Okay? Nandiyan yung what, why, where, and when. The topic and the variables to be included, the general objectives, the general objectives, the specific locale, the time frame, research design, instrument, and methodology. O magpo-post tayo ng mga sample dyan. Ayan. Para hindi na po tayo mahirapan what is scope and delimitation is all about. Okay? Marami na po tayong Example of scope and delimitation, ayan, makikita natin dito. An assessment on the impact of Farm to Market Road project in Pola Oriental, Mindoro. Medyo mahaba nga po ito, pero bibigyan ko na lang kayo ng sample na medyo maikse about sa scope and delimitation. Ayan, pinapakita dyan yung lugar ng pag-aaral, sino-sino yung mga tao na pag-aaralan at bakit pag-aaralan. Next naman po, conceptual framework. Sa conceptual framework of discussion tayo dyan is pinapakita mo yung flow ng pag-aaral. Okay, nakalagay dyan, serve as an outline or a blueprint that you can follow in doing your research. Kapag descriptive, makikita mo yung mga factors, tapos ano yung naging phenomena o yung kinahinatnan. Kapag naman correlation, makikita mo may relationship ba yung dalawang variables. Makikita mo yung conceptual framework nila is box-box, tapos yung arrow is parang paikot. Pakita ko kayong sample. Ayan. Step in writing the conceptual framework. Choose your topic. It should be within the field of your specialization. Especially kapag sa senior high school ka, syempre yung specialization nyo. Kung ABM, UMS, or STEM, or TVL. Do a literature review. Bakit? Sa literature review kasi makakakita ka na doon kung paano yung flow ng conceptual framework. Go over related and updated studies related to your own research. Isolate the important variables. Identify the specific variables and mention in the literature. Ano ba ang independent variable? Ito yung nakakaapekto doon sa dependent. Cause and effect. Okay? Ano ang epekto ng online games doon sa academic performance ng tao? Independent variable and the dependent variable. Arrow. Okay? Tingnan natin. And then, outcome. Example of conceptual framework, makikita natin yung mga factors, outcomes of COVID-19, ayan, makikita natin sa home, school, saka sa community. So, inisa-isa niyan, no? Isa naman, tinanggal mo yung school sa community, nag-focus ka lang sa home. So, dalawa lang sila. Okay? Next tayo, definition of terms. Ito, importante rin kasi, ano ba ang kahulugan, operationally, at theoretically, conceptually, ng word na yon sa study mo. Or theoretical meaning, ano ba ang meaning nun sa dictionary? Pag operational meaning, paano mo ito ginamit sa study mo? So example, student, person who is studying, ganon. Pero pag operational meaning, they are the respondent on the study of ganito. Okay? So, may mga sample tayo dyan at meron din tayong specific topic about it or na naka-upload. So, hindi natin ilalagay dyan yung mga mahihirap na words. Ilalagay natin dyan yung mga keywords yung lagi natin ginagamit. Particularly, yung mga nando sa title mo. Now, we have the activity here. Ayan, papakita natin sa inyo. So, the effect of temperature on plant pigmentation. So, may mga sample na tayo ng gagawin. Ano ba yung null saka alternative hypothesis na. So, what I have learned. And then, eto, sa background of the study, you can start with this kind of activity. Makakatulong po sa inyo to, inverted pyramid. So, from general to specific, lagyan nyo ng mga important details. Tapos, sa significance of the study naman, ito yung activity natin. Sino-sino yung magbe-benefit kung ang title mo ay ganito. So, yan. What is the topic of your study? O, lagay mo dyan. Tapos, why should your study be conducted? Bakit pag-aaralan yan? Ano ba objective niyan? Where will your study be conducted? Saan? When will your study be conducted? Kailan? How will your study be conducted? Paano mo kukunin yung study? Paano mo siya gagawin? Okay, and then meron din tayong assessment. Ayan, makikita natin yung mga assessment natin. Meron din tayong So that's all for now. I hope that you learned something from me. I'm Teacher Ryan. I